Hi everyone, Ben here at Lifeology Grand Rapids. Today I want to do a reflection exercise with you all that's particularly geared towards students. So if you're a student yourself or a parent of a student, you might find this video helpful. So starting off, the semester just ended. So reflecting back about what this semester was like, as you all know, the coronavirus started right there in the middle. And that brought up a lot of feelings for people. Maybe there's a lot of stress you experienced, anger, sadness, not being able to see your friends during that time. And it was pretty common for people to feel really overwhelmed with all those feelings, with all those changes, with all the uncertainty and that loss of control. So during that time, you might have felt stuck. That, with all those feelings, with that overwhelming, sense of, stress, anger, sadness, a lot of things that you were experiencing at times that it was hard to move forward. Well, as I mentioned there at the beginning, the semester just ended. You did it. That is something to celebrate. Now, upon reflection, what helped you get to that end? What helped you get through this semester? So some things that we're going to look at today are coping skills that you utilized, strengths that you noticed about yourself during that time, and what were some unexpected positive events that occurred during that coronavirus time. And starting off, looking at coping skills that you use. So what were some positive and healthy coping skills that worked during that time? Was it going on walks when it was safe to do so? Was it talking to friends or family? Was it listening to music? Whatever worked for you that was healthy and positive during that time could help for future events. Identifying strengths that you noticed about yourself that maybe you didn't notice beforehand. So that would be something along the lines of, leadership in groups that maybe you had for school. Maybe it was organization. Maybe you shocked yourself because you were still able to be organized during, the pandemic when you were away from school and at home. Maybe you showed kindness and generosity to others during that time that brightened your day and theirs. So those are, just a few strengths that maybe you noticed about yourself during that time, but really highlighting those because we oftentimes don't own those things when they're there. And then what were some unexpected positive events that occurred? So looking at those positives during that time. So, I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying the coronavirus was a positive thing at all, but being able to focus on those positive events that might have occurred. So that might have been spending more time with family when typically you don't have much family time. Maybe it was starting a hobby that you just have not had the time to do, but you're able to do so during this time. Maybe it was connecting with a friend that you haven't spoken to in quite some time. So in highlighting these three things that helped you get through the pandemic, helped you get through that stuck feeling, in future events, in future times that give you a lot of stress, or when you're feeling stuck, these are some skills and some things that you can highlight to utilize during those times that ultimately, highlighting these things build your resiliency, that ability to overcome obstacles and crises. And you might have these things, but maybe you're listening to this video and like, Ben, I can't really relate to what you're saying, or I'm still struggling with overwhelming stress and anxiety. Well, that's something a counselor here at Lifeology could help out with, is processing those feelings, coming up with individualized coping skills that work for you, and looking at, trying to find those positives when oftentimes as humans we focus on a lot of the negatives, and helping you through those times that maybe pushes you through that stuck feeling and gets you to the level of wellness that you deserve. So once again, this has Ben here at Lifeology Grand Rapids discussing this past semester for you students out there, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your summer. Bye.